So when you think about New Orleans, what do you think about? Whoa, okay. Music, yes, it is literally Jazz Fest right now. Rolling Stones probably on stage. Food, jambalaya, lots of things. Maybe you're thinking about a trip you took and you went to the French Quarter and you don't actually remember. I won't ask, don't worry about it. But what we think about at the Institute of Women and Ethnic Studies is we remember the young people. We remember that they were left out of the conversation after Hurricane Katrina, and arguably way before that. So right now we're gonna show you a video that talks about how we use the arts and we prescribe the arts instead of medicine.
And you just said welcome.
I believe that art plays a big role in resilience.
Anything that you do that's artistic, it starts inside. It starts with your physicality, it starts with your body and your mind first.
What theater did for me was made me realize that I was special.
My creative outlet, even though for me it's theater, for some people it's singing, for some other people it's visual arts, it is important that when you have a creative outlet that it builds you as a person, not just your creativity, but it allows you to say, hey, I'm good at something. Even if you're not the best at it, you're able to do something that allows you to express yourselves, and it allows you to grow and allows you to see yourself in a positive light.
Resilience.
The ability of individuals and their communities
To have the strength to overcome,
cultivate,
thrive.
and nurture despite challenges and struggles.
resilience.
This project is about an intergenerational approach to bringing our young people back to that which is healing.
I come to these bounce back workshops and I'm allowed to kind of release and express myself, to reconnect with myself, rebuild that trust that I have or that I want to have with myself and with my community.
It was really important for us to have our young people grounded in the history of the space they occupy. So we started with a tour in the French quarters where we recognize the indigenous people who lived here before.
Coming to New Orleans as a college student, you don't really get to, learn a lot about the different types of cultures here in New Orleans and really learn to appreciate the history and the work done by the native tribes.
We also took them to one of the major parks in the city, again for them to understand its history and for them to experience the beauty that the earth, that nature brings into their sense of being.
So this included a spoken word performance, and we got to, hear folklore from Pearl under the chime tree, which was a very beautiful experience. We also took a mindfulness walk around the big lake, and we also took a photography lesson in the sculpture garden, which was really, really cool.
Through a process of human-centered design, after we felt our young people were grounded enough, we asked them what resilience meant to them.
So we worked together as a collective to build our own definition of resilience. I definitely struggle or have struggled with building resilience and definitely coming up with my own definition, getting in tune with my emotions, my feelings surrounding resilience definitely helped.
And then we did workshops with them using the healing arts.
We engaged in music and songwriting, dance, photography, and theater. And at iOS, we decided that we wanted to make more of these opportunities available to youth across the city. And so we are very happy that today folks are able to come out and share this day, art, culture, wellness for the youth to build resilience together.
From sound baths to marching bands, we want young people to experience how they can bounce back from the challenges in their life to some place of amazing growth.
having places where you can kind of find a safe space and really release all the stressors of your everyday life is truly important.
I'm really glad that we were able to bring these kind of workshops out to New Orleans youth, and I just can't wait to see what else we do with the Bounce Back Collective.
At the end of a performance, we're all going to take a bow on 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.
Thank you.